Hello, beautiful people. My name is Athol. Welcome to my first live stream thing. This is pretty much just a test. What I want to do is basically do this a sort of a Q&A, Ask Athol Anything, Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Central Time, and trying to do this on a very, very consistent basis. And I realize for it to gain any kind of traction, it's probably going to take a good 4 to 6 weeks before we really know whether people are interested or not interested. So I'm pretty much going to keep trying to do this at least into mid-December, probably till the end of the year, and then seeing where we are. And doing this for some of the same reasons that I was talking about in yesterday's video when I was talking about the need, if you're going to have any kind of online success, it's going to be a form of fanatical balance. So where you need this daily content and you need some degree of interactivity, and that can be a real grind. So the idea with doing live streaming, it's going to be consistent. It's going to be scheduled. I'm not going to have to overly think up what do I need to do for every single one. It's going to have interaction with the audience, and hopefully it's going to be helpful for people. And so this is pretty much my setup. I have my lights, and I have my laptop up on a box, so I have a decent angle. So yeah, the plan is starting Monday the 12th, 8 Central. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9 p.m. depending which time zone you're in, and just basically seeing how this goes. So the way I'm hoping it will start off is that it'll be a lot of AskAtholAnything at gmail.com type questions. I can go through the questions. You can ask the questions in the chat. Thinking it's going to be about an hour. That'll be my plan. And if I don't have a bunch of questions, I'm sure there are going to be plenty of things that I can talk about. Hello, Aubrey. You are welcome. Thank you for being the very, very first person to watch this live stream and comment. How are you? So I'm not actually intending this to be super, super long. So this is basically the plan. This is the dry run into it all. So if you so who do I have? I actually have one. You're the only person watching, Audrey. So if you have a question, just ask it. I'm more than happy to answer it. So like I say, this is the plan. I'm just testing this out here. You got me 1-to-1. So if there's a question, more than happy to answer. Otherwise, this is just my test video, making sure that the lighting is good, that the sound is halfway decent, that everything works. I was halfway expecting no one would comment, and halfway terrified someone would. Then I have to answer questions and figure out where we go from here. So wait a second and see if there's something. Otherwise, well, let me ask you the question then. How actually did it save? How actually did it help you save your marriage? I'm curious. And now there are 2 people. Cool. So watching the videos made me realize what's missing. So what was missing? And for the second person that's watching and just joined, this is basically my test video to see if live streaming is going to work, an announcement of that sort of stuff. Hi, Gail. How are you? Ah, yes. Attraction and comfort. And that's almost the biggest piece of the puzzle for most people. And most people are usually good at one rather than the other. And having that balance in the way they play off against each other is really, really important. So is it what you were missing from him or what he was missing from you or both? Ah, my wife. So, if you have any, I mean, this is just my test to make sure everything works and generally announce it. If you got any sort of specific questions, more than happy to talk about them. Otherwise, I'll probably wind this up in a few minutes. Though it's nice to see that people actually show up and watch. I'm really happy with that. Mm-mm. Alrighty, so this is the test. I think I'll wind it up in a couple seconds. If there's a question, I'm more than happy to answer. Here we go. Hard to think of any questions since you watched them all over the last 6 months. Well, that's good. I mean, there's a lot there. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think there is what, a total of over 200 videos on the channel. Um, so yeah, it's a lot of information. It's the Which is why I actually want to keep doing more books and actually create more coherent online courses so it's a little quicker and easier to get through rather than trolling through hundreds to find the nuggets that you're actually looking for. So, well, put it this way: if you think of a question, um, just send it to me. AskAtholAnything at gmail.com, and I'll hit it up in the next time I do this. Um, Thank you. So yeah, getting much closer to finishing Nice Card, Mean Card. Ideally within this month. I mean, I've been saying that month after month. I realize, but yes, trying to finish it up this month. And then the next one is probably the complete revamp of the primer stuff. And trying to do a little bit more of a co-ed approach to getting all the very basic knowledge together. So, alrighty. If either one of you has a real question, I'm happy to answer, but I'll wind it up. Okay. Cool. And you can a- a- and you can write out the question as long as you like. That the longer the question is, the more helpful it is for me because there's a little more information there. I won't be posting anyone's personal information or anything like that. And I'll probably be reading out some version of the question. Um, but yeah, alrighty. So thank you so much for commenting, you two. I very much appreciate it. And I'm gonna wind it up. I just don't want to cut you guys off. Alrighty. Thank you so much. Alrighty. So thank you. Thank you, Gail. Thank you, Aubrey. And I will answer your questions. See you next time or whatever it is. I'm pleased as punch that people actually commented. Alrighty. Catch you later.